absolutely beautiful morning out here on the Etowah River. Just running up from Knox Bridge, which is where the Etowah spills into Lake Allatoona. It was good to be making content again. Took a little break, about a month or so. While I was taking a break, this boat just kind of fell into my lap. So I've been working on it in my free time, and I'll throw some pictures and short video clips in now. Scheduled plan for today. My goal was to come out, run up the Etowah. There is a side tributary up here that I do plan to try to go up. That's kind of what I built this boat for: shallow water, shallow draft. Looks like we're running about 3 feet deep. I may have to stop and run the jack plate up here in a second. Rocking and rolling at 3 feet right now. Now, what I remembered about this last time, I was camping on river or creek bank right, and nice big pads on creek bank left. All right, we got docked up there. Got my 7-foot shallow water anchor holding the boat. Kind of seeing if it's worth using or not. This is just a homemade version of the ones you can buy online. I had it mounted on the back originally, and it just didn't seem to work well. So we're gonna see what this does right here on the front like this. The good campsite is right over here. We're gonna walk over to it. Looks like I may be packing some trash out of here. It just depends on what kind of trash it is. So somebody's definitely had a party down here, and normally I would pack that out, but that's some pretty nasty looking garbage. So one of the things that I'm gonna have to start packing in my bag is in my boat is trash bags for this purpose. If I had a spare trash bag, I would just double bag it in some other bags and throw it on the boat, but I'm not throwing that bag on my boat. Firewood cut. Looks like they got a fire grate or fire pit here, which is nice. You can see the canopy is thick here, so this is probably about how it stays all day, nice and shaded. In the videos that video clips and pictures that I showed, I had a Mercury 3.3 outboard, so 3 horsepower, had a top speed of like 6 miles per hour. As you can see, I got a bigger engine now. This boat is a 2008 Alumicraft 1232. For those of you who don't know, 1232 means it's 12 feet long, 32 inches wide. For me, it actually works out perfect for what I want because it's small, it's a flat bottom, and it drafts super shallow. I can draft in about 5 to 8 inches of water depending on where I stand or how I stand inside. Brand new Yamaha 2024 Yamaha F 9.9 outboard tiller style steering, neutral drive reverse here, kill switch, always use a tether, mounted on a on the fly jack plate from Tiny Boat Nation. It's a manual jack plate, so I can do this. I can raise that jack plate up and get this motor completely out of the water. The way I have it mounted right now and the trim I'm running, I'm on plane at about 12 miles per hour, top speed of 22. With the jack plate up, the cavitation plate is just under the surface of the water. It does cavitate at like anything over 8 miles an hour, but for the purposes of running shallow, it's perfect. I can put the jack plate all the way up, the cavitation plate and water intake is still underwater, and I can run, that puts the prop above the bottom of the transom, and I can run up in 5-6 inches of water still using the motor. May have gone as far up river as what I can comfortably go at the moment. Maybe another day when the water's a little up more. A little bit of yellow in the trees there. First indication of fall, or just dead from being so dry. I was hoping we could get up in there and get around. I'd have to do some cutting and stuff on that side. I'm wondering if maybe I could raise the motor up and use the trolling motor to help. Let's see what happens. Well, we got over it. Ended up having to raise the motor all the way up. Tried the trolling motor, that didn't work. Had to break out the paddle and raise both motors up. We got over it. Starting to wonder if maybe my fish finder's not working, because we're up on the mud now. And there we are, stalled. How open it is out there. Get out there in a minute and check it out. Got off the mud flat, now we're in here. Transducer got pushed up in the mud. Still reading over 5 feet though. Jack plate is working great. Got that motor as high up as it'll go without the cavitation plate being out of the water and the intake. Probably wouldn't even be able to run with it all the way down right now. It is 11:20. I'm starting to get a little hungry, so I'm gonna make the trip out of here, and I'm going to run back down river to Shoal Creek. Ran up Shoal Creek a little ways, and this big old tree was in the water, and I thought for sure it was gonna be blocking the whole river, but luckily there's a little bit of a gap over here. Hopefully, well, motor died, but hopefully it's not too shallow. We're in 11 foot on the finder, so I think we're okay. Fire the motor back up and keep on motoring. Looks like it's gonna get a little interesting. Still rocking 7-8 feet deep, but man, what a jumble. Took me a little bit to get through that log jam. I don't think anybody's been through there in quite a while. I'm gonna eat lunch now, and then on upriver we go. Stay tuned. We found this trail here and we anchored. This is the site of an old cannonball forge. So we're gonna walk right up here to the top of the hill, and I'm gonna show you all this old forge. This was used to make cannonballs. There's a couple of them around Allatoona. Here's what the inside looks like. Very cool. This is what makes the trip upriver worth it. When you find cool stuff or remember about stuff like this that you've seen or been to, or even if I didn't know it was here, pretty cool. That was a nice treat. I'd actually forgotten about this until this morning. Hunter and I, my friend Hunter and I were talking, and he reminded me that it was a good possibility that this was out here. Really putting the thing to the test now. Fish finder saying 1.2. Probably a little more than that. It's kicking up mud. We're up in here now though, boys. We're miles up in here at this point. Well, unfortunately, it looks like we have made it to the end of the line here. Not that the river doesn't go on, it does. But as you can see, there's been a giant tree right here, or fell here. May plan for another trip out here with a buddy. Bring 2 boats, and bring a rope and hook to these branches that are cut, and drag them out down to that bar, and bring my bow saw and cut up more to make a path up through there to get through. Probably about an hour's worth of work, maybe an hour and a half for 2 people. But overall, I'm super happy with the boat right now. There's not really a whole lot that I would. Kind of aggravating with a trolling motor being right there. Like if I want to walk off the front of the boat, I kind of got to step up and over it. That's a little annoying. There's not really much else I can do about that if I want to run the trolling motor with me. So that's just one of those things I guess I'll have to deal with. it back out of Shoal Creek. Seen I was getting a little ballsy there on the plane coming out of the end. But now we're headed back to Knox Bridge, so we're going to open her up right here and just run her all the way on back to the ramp. Probably got a mile, 2 miles, something like that to run. And I ran up through here earlier. There's one spot I got to slow down for. It's got trees, but other than that, we're going to send it. Made it back to Knox Bridge boat ramp, and that's going to be it for this video. Just wanted to get out and explore the river today, put the boat to use, test everything out. A couple small things that I want to change or improve, but really aside from that, it's great. So I will catch you guys on the next one.